Hello, this is my haul of Orcs from the recent Games Workshop 25th birthday party. We had a little auction where they basically had like random assorted black goodie bags of stuff. You don't really know what you're getting in there until you open it up. And this is the Orcs ones, which I got for £7. Whether there's anything particularly salvageable in there or not, we're about to find out. So let's push this to the side and start going through it. Right, to start off with, what's this? It's an orc boar boy of some kind. Looks like he's got a standard with nothing actually coming off it right now. He's a metal model, or at least the boy himself is. The boar's plastic. I'm guessing this one was painted quite a while ago, well, with the green base there. Paint job is kind of tabletop level there. So that's that. I wonder if there's any more of those. There's this guy, but he's missing his right arm. And there's that one, who is also missing his right arm. What else have we got in there on these bases? That's a wolf. There's an odd boar. Another riderless boar. Have we got any more of those? Let's have a look. Ah yes, here's another one. Again, missing the arm. I'm guessing whoever these were, they weren't very good at sticking metal together. They probably didn't try and pin these. That looks like... oh no, wait, there's one more cavalry base there. What's on that one? That's a goblin spider rider. Okay. Well, there's got to be £7 worth of stuff just there, hasn't there? What's this? This is an arm. So that'll be for one of those guys. That's good. Have we got any more odd arms? Oh. Well, there's this one. It's still got part of the mould stuff attached. I'm guessing that might be for one of those, or it could just be off a metal orc boy or something like that. I don't know a lot about the Orcs and Goblins just right now. I haven't read the codex. I haven't been into them. But I do know in here there are some savage orcs. There's one of them, completely unpainted. I'll tell you what, let's move these cavalry units off. There's a savage orc. Let's see what other savage orcs we can find. I believe that's probably one. Although he's had his base snipped, so you can't really read what he is. What's this guy? I don't know what most of these are. If you want to leave comments for me so you can tell me what all these bits actually are, that would be appreciated. There's this chap who is... he looks like a zombie of some kind. Is that for the orcs? I don't know. Maybe you can tell me that. And there's another one by the looks of it. I'd guess it was a conversion. Who have we got here? This is... wow. He's headless and handless. But that's interesting. Still, good for conversions. He's got a body and legs. Everyone's got orc arms and hands and stuff lying around. Maybe I can even do something with him for 40k. Slip him onto a round base instead. Aha, this is interesting. A troll of some kind. And he's got like a dwarf monument in his hand. This is a plastic one. Ooh. Pretty big gap being left there. I wonder if that's super glued or whether that's plastic glue. If it's super glue, I might be able to prise that off and attach it a bit better than that. Although the paint job's pretty nice. I'm guessing that might be one that was painted up in store. And there's another one. This one's metal. Again, quite a nice paint job, but there's quite a lot of bits which is chipped off. I'm guessing he's been dropped and bashed about a bit, maybe forgotten. Oh, he's missing an eye. He's got a nice bone club there. I think with a bit of touching up, that'll be quite a nice little model. Got a couple of skulls. There's a dwarf head there. They don't like dwarves then. So yeah, there's two of those. Let's see what else we've got. There's some kind of tent thing with some skulls inside it. That's interesting. What's that? And does that relate to whatever this is? Does that sit on there or something? I don't know. Again, I'm sure you can tell me, because there's also these things. Two of these, which I'm assuming, I'd assume they all went together in some way. Maybe they're supposed to be riding something. I don't know. And there's some odd little plastic goblins which are painted in the same way, so I'm assuming those go with those. What else have we got here? A couple of presumably very, very old squigs. They haven't even got the normal kind of bases there, they've got these funny little plastic bases. They're looking a little bit worse for wear. But they don't look broken, just uncared for. I think we can do something with those. Slip them into some nicer bases, give them a fresh paint job. They could look quite nice. What have we got here? There's a couple of... what's this? They look like a goblin version of Batman. Did they fly? I'm guessing they're not supposed to be bent like that. Who knows what's going on there? Presumably someone out there knows. Oh, that's something else. That's from another video. What's this guy? Is that another savage orc? I think it might be. Let's see if the base says anything. Yeah, savage orc. I'm not even sure that's one of the white metal ones. That looks like it might be even older. Can we see what year that was done? It looks like 92. So 1992 Savage Orc. And he's got a round base there, which presumably is not what you'd want. A random Goblin Archer. Pretty nasty paint job, and I don't know, is that actually glued? No, it's not glued in. Okay. This is interesting. It's a dwarf, but he's been tied up. You could use him presumably as an objective marker or something. It's pretty daft. Random base. Knight Goblin with spiky stick. Another Goblin Archer. Wow, that's another old one. That's presumably another Savage Orc. He was once undercoated black, now he's looking a little bit undercoated. What's this? Ah, are these squig herders? Metal figure. Two goblins and a big pointy trident. Presumably they go with the squigs. And this is interesting. What kind of orc guy is this? He looks intact. Can't see anything missing off him. One of the few plastic pieces in this entire lot. Another night goblin, although he's weapon seems to have snapped off a bit there. He's just got a stick. Maybe he's getting old. What have we got here? This guy's... Oh, it's a plastic something rider. I could presumably stick him on one of the boars. Is that a black orc? With all that armour? I don't know. Interesting. Let's see what else we got in here. That's another savage orc. Again, ancient looking metal model, probably another early 90s one. Then we've got this guy. This guy looks like he's actually fully intact. Got quite a nice little base to him. Bit of war paint on his face. Nice weapon. Can't see anything particularly wrong with it. Not going to win any painting awards perhaps, but that was alright. A base with a stick in it. Presumably something was flying on that. What have we got here? I think that's a fanatic, isn't it? Correct me if I'm wrong. Metal model. Again, the paint is coming off in quite a few places there. But we can work with that. We might be able to paint that up as a hobby piece. There's another one of those zombie things, missing an arm. There's another weapon, presumably for one of those boar boys. So that's 2 weapons we've got for those. Here's another orc guy. Again, bit of war paint, missing arm, or missing hand. It seems to be just the hand missing, that's the problem with that one. Another savage orc. I'm guessing whoever had these before was mainly a player rather than a painter. There's another night goblin, that one's pretty much ready to go. Presumably part of a battle wagon or something else. It's a 40k piece for sure. And yeah, and lastly there's a couple more odd little bits. This looks like, I'm guessing he's the wolf rider, that's probably what that wolf was. And that's another piece off that thing that looks like a tent. And that's it, that's what I've got in my £7 bag of orc bits. If you can tell me if I was ripped off or whether there's some little bits of gold hidden in there that I don't know about. I'm not really sure what I'm looking at with these old orcs. But I'm fairly sure none of these are particularly new. I'm just liking the fact we've got one here that's completely and utterly untouched. Maybe I'll get those savage orcs all based up and painted. What kind of base would a savage orc use? Because at the moment they're on these little round bases. If you were doing savage orcs, what would you put them on? Anyway, leave comments, rate, subscribe, and tell me what you think of this little lot. If there's any of these bits that you'd be interested in getting your hands on, I might be willing to swap them. I'm always after Tomb Kings, Tau, Wood Elves, or Space Orcs. So maybe we can trade if there's anything here that you like the look of.
See you in the next video.